All right, we're back for another general aviation flight. I've got Nick in the British Airways over there with the landing light already on, and I've got Dark Fury over there in the blue and purple plane by the pumps. Hey guys.
Hi.
Hello.
So today we're flying up to Killarney in central Ontario. We'll bring up the map. You can see where we are here at Wiarton. We're going to fly up the peninsula. Georgian Bay is on the right-hand side. Lake Huron's on the left. We're going to cross over the strait. And then we're going to be over Manitoulin Island here. And we're going to look around there and then fly over to Killarney on the north shore of Georgian Bay. A lovely little fishing village. So let's hop in and we'll get this thing up and going. So I'll get track IR squared away here. Let me just do that. Sounds like somebody is not remembering the process. Oh, hear an engine. Alright, so we'll kill the alert. Fuel pump on. Everything's good there. Let's get the beacon light on, nav lights on. Get her started up. There we go.
TOS system test. Okay.
Do you want me to walk you through it again?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Red battery masters are on.
Yep.
All right. Mixture is fully rich. All the way in.
All the way in. Ah, that's what it was.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what it was.
All
I thought
right.
I just had a little bit. But
Nope.
That's the throttle, isn't it?
That's the throttle. All right.
Yeah.
Let's get the other panel here. So we'll turn on the electronics there. Get the other side up and running. There we go. So everything is warming up. I do have a route start and end point in just so I can get us to where we're going without wandering around. But basically it's just going to be a little bit of a visual follow me type of flight. Alright, so that's all up and going. Taxi light on. First degree of flaps. We'll release the parking brake. There we go. And are you guys up and running? Yep.
I am.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll swing around. We're going to have to backtrack on the runway a little bit, since there is only one point of access to it. So I'll go first and then I'll just circle around up north. Winds are kind of out of the west, so we'll be going off on runway 23. Turn that off, turn that over to that. And I want wind 3. Oop. And transponder on out. Alright, so landing lights are on, strobes are on. So actually you guys can just follow me out. We'll just go one after the other. There's nobody else here right now. So like I was saying earlier, this is a route I used to do in the summertime. Fly up, about 2-hour flight up to Killarney from Toronto area. Stop in for lunch, some fresh fish and chips caught in Georgian Bay. And then we would fly down the other side through Parry Sound and back around. So about 4.5 hours of flight time total. Made for a nice day out. here we are at the end of the runway. Everything is ready to go. There's the two of them coming up. You're not going to miss that airplane. It is brightly colored. So you can tell he's getting a little close because he's ghosting there. They did a good job with the sounds. They sound pretty close to what the actual one sounds like. Alright, so we're back inside. You guys are ready to go?
Roger that.
Right. So here we go. It's going to be takeoff and a turn to the right. I'm going to climb to 3,000 feet and then I'll just hold there. Alright, here I go. Pulling back, and we're up. Trim for climb. There's the town of Wiarton off the right wing there, just down the hill. An interesting fact about Wiarton, if you've heard of Puxatawny Phil, the groundhog down in the US that will predict winter and when the end of winter is going to be, Wiarton is the home of Wiarton Willie, who does the same thing for us. And funny enough, they sometimes do not say the same thing. Here's our right turn. Heading of 330. Climbing out to 3,000 feet. There's the airport. See one of you down there. Oh, I got both of you. Very good. So I'm just going to make it 2,500. Get this down to 2,500. There we go. Starting to level off. And I'm going to power back to about 2,300 RPM. That should give you guys some wiggle room for catching up. Again, that's Lake Huron off to the left, and on the right is Georgian Bay, which connects to Lake Huron up the top of this peninsula here. Saw one of you there. Oh, somebody's up close to me. So up at the top end of the peninsula here is the town of Tobomori, which is a point where you can get the ferry that goes across the north end here. And it's also a scuba diving, I won't say it's scuba diving mecca, but it's a popular scuba diving area in the summertime. People come up here. Looks like Dark Fury is off my left side there. So that would have been Nick over on the right. Not sure where he's gone now. You doing all right back there?
Yes and no. I'm behind you.
Okay. Oh yeah, I see you back there. Some of the lovely countryside up this way. Of course, usually in March it doesn't quite look this green, but given the weather we've had recently, could very well be. A lot of farm country up this way. So if you guys have any comments or observations, feel free to throw them out.
Would love to. but at the current moment I haven't got the time for scenery.
Sorry, what was that?
I can't actually look out the windows except for the one that's in front of me at the moment.
Oh,
But the scenery that I have seen does look nice.
it is. This is also the route we take for flying out west, and we don't want to go through the States. Everyone will fly up this way, and this will end up taking you upwards, and you go up over the top of the Great Lakes, and then head out through the prairies. The only other option is to go basically under the lakes, and that takes you down through the U.S. Not a lot up here though. There's some small towns and stuff like that, but we're really getting up into the area where there's just a lot of open land, farm country. You get a few more hours further north and there's no farm country. It's just wild land basically, with small towns scattered here and there. So I'm going to pick up the pace a little bit. I'm going to go up to 2400 RPM now that we're all kind of up and gathered together. Another gorgeous day. I have cheated and used the preset of few clouds, but still looks like a beautiful day up here. See some private airstrip down there. Off to the left, there's a lot of private strips on farmers' fields and stuff, especially in southern Ontario or central Ontario. Heading up towards Tobomori. Can you guys still see me back there?
Yeah, you're certainly fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just you go dead quiet and I look behind and I can't see you guys, so I mean, either you're bored out of your minds or the scenery has you awestruck and struck dumb.
It's a lot of concentration.
I thought we figured out the autopilot the other day.
We have. I've made a bit of a boo-boo yet again. I should have thought of this before. That when I reset my yoke and everything to do the steering and everything, so I'm all up with that, and I set my views and everything.
Mm-hmm.
What I actually didn't do was actually map my yoke. So that is now inoperative. So I'm now having to. I've got my yoke, and I've just managed to move my side stick to next to me, so I can use that as that. So I'm using my side stick for that, and my yoke for everything else.
Ah, very nice.
Yeah,
Can't you manually put autopilot on?
I have got autopilot on. I'm following heading mode at the moment.
Yeah, that's all I'm doing.
I'm cheating.
Heading and altitude hold. Are you falling by? Like, do you want me to slow down so you can catch up?
I'm okay. I can see. I don't know where Mark is. Where is Mark?
I can't see you guys anymore, so.
Oh, there. No, that's fine.
All right, I'll go back to about 2250. You guys just keep working your way towards me.
I'm pushing my 172 to red.
Red? That's not good.
We'll step outside and look for you.
I just see one of you back there.
Yeah, I can see you. You're bang in front of me at the moment. So I'm doing the right hand.
Yeah, I can see it creeping up behind me there.
So what's your RPM at the moment?
It is 2200. It's rather slow. I'm gonna go up to 2300 again.
Yeah, I'm just about to overtake you, I think.
2300.
Did 2190.
Yeah, that's a bit slow. I just slowed down so you guys can catch up. So I can see the end of the peninsula here coming up. Make a slight turn to the left.
Lots of trees.
Yeah, there is. Lots of trees and lots of water.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, once you get about, 50, 60 miles north of the border, it's almost all trees, water, and rock. Like unlike England where it's populated from top to bottom, here it's really most of it, 90% of the population lives within an hour of the border. couple small exceptions like Calgary and Edmonton. The town of Tobomori is ahead. Mark, you're okay back there?
Yeah, I can just see Nick's strobe lights
Okay.
in the horizon.
You need us to do a loop or something?
No, it's perfectly fine. I'm doing 2700 RPM at 130 knots.
Okay, you should catch up shortly
Wow.
then. What altitude are you at?
2,450.
Okay.
I shall be passing you, Nick, on your right-hand side in about approximately 10 seconds.
Wow. Let me watch. Oh wow, yeah. Aerobatics.
I'm just waiting for T-gas to show up.
Yeah. Done a challenge.
Alright. Yeah, I got you two in the glare of the sun back there. So here's the Tobomori Airport coming up. And at the end of this road that runs to the north is the little town of Tobomori, and it's also where the ferry port is for the ferry that goes north out of here.
Where does that go?
It goes up to Manitoulin Island, actually. It's the ferry has an Indian name. This is all we're all up in well, native countryside here. It's called the Chichiman. It's spelled differently than how I'm pronouncing it, but basically it's Manitoulin Island is it's kind of a reservation. I might ride up there on the bike this summer when the weather's nice and go up and tour around here for a day or two. But it heads up to the island. You can't drive to the island. It's sealed off on the south side. I believe there's a bridge on the north side to up there, so you kind of got to take the ferry over. But here's the again the Tobomori Airport is to the left of the road there, and then this road basically ends in the town, which is up on the water here. And it's not a very big place here. Not sure of the population, but can't be much more than 1,500 people.
Small little village.
a little coastal village, a lot of little places on the water, as you'll see as we fly over. This is a pretty good representation of how it looks, actually, with the coloring and everything. And then there's the village at the bottom with the harbor. And somewhere in here, I'm not exactly sure, it doesn't seem to be modeled, is where the ferry boat comes in. Might be at the end of that road there, where it looks like there's a bit of a dock. But it could take cars and people and everything. So now we're heading out across the water. This is the split between Lake Huron on the left, one of the Great Lakes, and Georgian Bay on the right. I can only see one of you now. Both still okay back there?
Yeah. Still here.
Mark didn't fly by me, so I don't know where he's gone.
Oh.
I'm behind you. I lost sight to Nick about 5 minutes ago.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
get off the bed.
Can you see us, Nick?
Yeah, I can see both of you.
Oh, okay. Just want to make sure.
I can see your name tags.
Oh. Alright, so we're going to turn a little bit more to the north here, now that we're out over this island. And this will head us up towards Manitoulin Island itself, which is just starting to come into view. Usually we'd be higher than this crossing over because of the rules about being within gliding distance of shore over water.
Yep.
Usually be up at least 5,500 feet, 6,500 feet for this, but it's a nicer view down below, or down low.
This is Cove Island.
Mm-hmm. You get a sense for just how big these places are. I mean, we're traveling at 112 miles an hour, 111 miles an hour. It's taken quite a while to get up here. If you're lucky on the days that you actually flew this, you'd see the ferry out there. It'd be off to the left, going up between Tobomori and the point where the other dock is, the ferry terminal.
Right.
You can see it going through there. Again, it takes cars and passengers and everything up there.
Yes.
So the island's actually pretty huge. well over, I think, 100 miles long. You can see the maps and stuff, all the lakes on it. And some of those lakes have islands on them, and some of the islands and the lakes have lakes on them. And first we gotta cross this little island up ahead, and then we go over onto the main island. See if I can punch this in here. CP I believe. Yep. CPT2. So we're 36 miles from our destination.
A short one today.
Yeah, relatively short.
Well, 3.5 hours.
No. No. I still gotta fly.
missed
I
out.
still gotta do that in the jet. See how long it takes.
Yes. Whizzing, yeah, but you could be able to whiz right down into the Grand Canyon as well, wouldn't you?
To an extent, yeah. I took it for a little lap around Wales, and I was kind of down in the valleys with it. It's a lot of fun. So we're coming up on this island here. And then we go across the little strait, and then we're on to the main island. Get some pretty good winter storms driven off of these waters. The cold air and then the warmer water of the lakes. You get what you call what we call lake effect snow, and it's basically churned up out of the lake. So when you get down on the end of the wind there, where it comes ashore, it just dumps snow like crazy.
Wow.
Easily a couple feet overnight. So I'm just going to look up the airport, get the airport elevation. I don't remember it off the top of my head. Uh, 608 feet. And we'll be landing on runway 24. So 1,600 feet is the circuit height. The runway is only 3,500 feet, so don't drift and float, and you're gonna have to backtrack to get off it, so leave a little bit of space.
Okay.
We'll fly over the town of Killarney first. There's a Here's the little strait, and right up ahead of here is the beginning of Manitoulin Island. Given the population and the way everything works around this area, this is considered one of the darkest spots on Earth for doing astronomy. So a lot of people bring their telescopes up here, and I don't think you can get any darker here until you get way up in the north, almost up to the Arctic. Keep turning north now. Whoever's continuing to fly along the coast, I made a bit of a right turn there, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
I'm just trying to leave a bit of space.
Now heading 30 degrees up along the edge of the island.
Sorry guys, crashed the desktop.
Oh no. Crashed the desktop.
No.
Well, we'll soldier on in memory of Dark Fury. Valiantly tried to go for fish and chips.
Wait, what heading are you on now?
030.
Oh.
I can't see you at all.
No, I can't see you at all.
Were you were carrying on along the edge of the lake, of the island, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so when I turned, you didn't turn.
I didn't know you had some.
I said I turned, and
I've been going 030. Let me do a quick look.
You know that big the lake on the island on the right hand
Yeah.
side? I'm coming up towards the top of it.
Oh yeah, you're just behind me.
What? Oh, you're in front of me.
Yeah. That's not a good thing. Let me slow down. This follow me leader thing is not working. Right.
Well,
be slow.
no, not if you're not going to follow me. What height are you at? Because you're below me.
2,400.
Okay. Yeah, I see you there. See if I can make out your livery from here.
Yep, see you putting up on my left.
I can see you got a darker tail. I think it's the default one at this distance. I see you anyway.
Cool.
You got me?
Oh, I've lost you again. Where are you gone now?
Right off to your right, but
Oh,
you're
yeah.
10 o'clock.
Yep. Yeah.
Alright, so we are 18 miles out from our destination. We'll overfly the town and then land at the airport.
Okay.
You have to pick up your speed again to keep up with me.
Yep, I'm doing it now. But 2,400.
Yeah.
And then just going into 030.
Okay, we're just coming up to the edge of the water. See little patches of snow down here on the ground too.
Oh yeah.
And my shadow. Oh, this looks really cool. where we are. Okay. So the fishing boats, they fish out here on Georgian Bay, and they catch whitefish, which gives us, a meaty white flesh. And there's where the boats dock when they come in after the morning, there's a fishery, and they process the fish, and the offcuts of the fish go to this converted school bus outside, which has been turned into a like a catering truck with deep fryers and everything, and they cook the fish and chips right there. So you're basically sitting right outside the fishery, which is right on the dock, and you order fish and chips, and you just eat them on picnic benches right down on the water.
Nice.
It's very, very nice. Haven't been up there in years. Alright, we're coming up for the islands. 9 miles from the airport. Gonna drop to 2,000 feet now.
Oh.
See the airport. Turning 050. Heading to the fishing village.
I got the wrong way in front.
It's off to the right.
Okay. Ah, yeah. Oh.
Yeah, so basically we land here and then park the plane and just walk down to the village, which is just on the other side of the hill here in front of us. There she is. Right here on the water. See all the little boat docks and piers. And then right off the center, off the main street there is where the fishery is, where the fishing boats would come in and unload. Very nice. All right, going down to 1,600 feet. For the approach. Where are you right now?
I'm following you.
You fly over the village?
Yeah.
Okay, remember leave some space because you can see on the runway the only taxiway is up at the same end we land at, so we got to stop and then turn around and come back.
Yeah.
It could be worse. You could have ATC on.
Oh, they
Wow.
won't.
You see, I didn't know you were here.
Yeah, I know. They'll come up in a minute.
Oh, like they did yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday?
Well, to you, not me. But yeah. Ooh, those rocks look nice.
Okay, I was two miles away from landing at Frankfurt.
Yeah.
And digital was already down.
Yeah, I just landed.
Parked up. I obviously gave him the space and everything. And with 2 miles to go, I get an ATC call for approach. Contact me, please. And I was just like, right, okay, that's fine. Contacted him when I went on 2 miles and I'm coming in. He was like, oh, no. I was like, I'm coming in. And I got down and he was like, do you need to cross the runway? And I was like, yes. I said, I'll do it in a second. He's like, no, you need to do it now. You need to do it now. He was so angry.
All right. So we're now downwind for the runway. Oh, I see you, Nick. You're out there over the bay. All right. So there's the airport there in the trees. pilot off.
Well, I've been out flying. Oh.
Well, I'm trying to keep a stable platform for you to follow, so. Alright, power coming back. Trimming for 65 knots. First notch of flaps. Turning base. Trimming. Second notch of flaps. Landing lights are on. Turning final. One mile final. Now we're coming back. Notch of flaps. Flare. And down. Flaps up, spin this thing around, get it off the taxiway, or off the runway, onto the taxiway.
Just flying downwind now.
Alright, we are off the active runway. Oh, they've even got the little shack that's here. That's cool. There's the guy waiting to park me.
So what height should I be for base?
Well, it's 600 feet, so it should be half to 500. So it should be 2100. But when you make your final turn on the final, and then you have 500 feet to drop from there.
Okay.
All right, so that's done. We'll pull that, and lights are off. And the aircraft is shut down. Alright, let's hop out, see how Nick's doing. And when you're shut down, go outside, listen to the nature sounds. They're pretty cool. Oop. So I see you on base. So while we wait for Nick to come in, for those who are watching, hey, hope you enjoyed. A little bit of sightseeing in Ontario. And we will see you on the next one, wherever that happens to take us. Not sure yet. Oh, Easy's flying from Hamburg up to Amsterdam right now. He's turning on final.
Just overshot that slightly.
They got loads of room.
Two flaps.
Just gonna watch you come in now. Loving the nature sounds out here.
Oh.
You know, pick up the engine sounds. Don't overcorrect.
I'm down.
How far off the center line were you?
Let's not talk about it.
Okay, so it was as bad as I saw it.
Great.
I was wondering if it was the sim, if it just offset you or something, but I guess
There were trees. There were trees there.
no, there wasn't.
There was.
You-
There were
you-
trees side by side, and I was like, "What? What?"
Well, yeah, they are.
I didn't have to back.
You'd be fine.
I didn't have to backtrack.
No, you didn't. I went a little bit longer just to give myself room over the trees.
You didn't tell me about the trees.
We're in the wilderness. There's trees everywhere.
Trees.
You know, you'll get done for logging.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Oh, you're outside. How did you get outside?
What are you talking about?
Is someone standing outside your plane?
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I can see myself inside from here. Anyway, that's going to do it for this one. See you next time.